Hey guys, we're currently playing God of War. We took a little bit of break. The game has been really awesome so far. There's some things, and then okay. So please be patient because we didn't get a review copy. We started right when you did, so I'm expecting maybe another 2 or 3 days till the review's out. We just heard that Venom is out with a brand new trailer, so we want to check that out with you right now. Hopefully, it's gonna be good. How can you have Venom without Spidey? We'll see.
Right? I don't-
We'll see. Right now,
I'm not feeling this movie.
No, I
but
know.
we
I know. The
shall
first
see.
trailer I think was a little disappointing. 16 minutes ago, a new trailer came out, and we're gonna watch it right now. 3, 2, 1, go.
You should be extremely afraid.
What? I hate it when they do this to me.
Thank you for bringing us collectively to this moment.
Okay.
It is a moment that so many have
Okay. It looks,
dreamed.
and I'm gonna talk over it so we don't get copyright. It looks like
History
symbiote.
starts today.
This is how I wanted it to be. Coming from space, fucking symbiote.
The guy you work for is an evil person.
I don't work for him.
Tom
My
Hardy.
friend works for him. Are you gonna behave yourself tomorrow?
I told you I'm gonna do my job.
Who's this lady?
I'm a reporter. I follow people that do not want to be followed. What about the allegations that you recruit the most vulnerable for tests that end up killing people?
Got a kind of an interesting accent there.
You had to learn how to hide in plain sight. I'm pretty good at it. But you suck. Whoever you are.
I work at the Life Foundation, and I need your help.
What?
We found something.
Is this Eddie
We
Brock?
call them symbiotes.
What the?
Carlton Drake believes that
And
the
who is that
union
guy?
between human and symbiote is the key to our evolution.
So everybody's infected.
I'm feeling really sick. I'm hearing a voice.
Eddie.
It is Eddie.
Just in my head.
Eddie.
Eddie.
gonna need Mr. Drake's property back.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
Why would we do that?
Why would we do that? This is interesting.
Stay. You will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want.
Whose voice is that?
Deal?
That sounds very familiar. I like the dual voice idea.
Are you willing to sacrifice the one thing you hold most dear? You should be extremely afraid.
God, that looks so weird.
It does.
It's like tentacle porn. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! That is legit Venom looking. I did not expect them. Let's go this view here. Let's do that again. This is crazy. That is Venom, dude. That is, he's muscled up. So all the criticisms that I had with who is it? What's the guy's name?
Tom Hardy.
80s kid, that 80s show or something.
Topher.
Topher Grace, yes, Topher Grace, has been addressed here. You've got the lack of muscles has been addressed. He looks bulked up as a mofo.
Oh yeah.
He's got, and his face is hidden. His face is completely engulfed. Goodbye, Tom Hardy. Hello, Venom. Now, I want to know how much Venom talks like this in this with his face covered and Tom Hardy covered. You know what I
I
mean?
haven't seen that a lot.
Like Deadpool. Well, what is this? Who is this? Sony? Okay, so it's not Fox. So, see, Fox learned their mistake. Has Sony learned their mistake? This is super interesting. I am actually encouraged by this trailer after seeing this. Parts of it looked really weird, though. Parts of it had me concerned. Like this, I guess it's just a lot harder to pull off the symbiote stuff
It is.
than it is the web shooters, because web shooters are a little based in somewhat reality. So let's just go through the trailer again. This is the biggest part that I had a problem with. That just looks awkward. That looks awful. Awful. Like, what is happening here? Do you know, Joe? His titties, his chi-chis have grown tentacles, and he's with the bike, and I don't know. It just looks bad. Do you agree or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so
On that part, yeah.
maybe they need a little bit more time. Maybe it's still early. A little bit more time with some of these effects.
It's kind of hard to do too, like you said, because it's got to look like an alien liquid creature.
But the fact that
It's got that shine.
it comes from his hoodie, it just doesn't. Right? Is that what I saw? We'll get to it again.
That's where it comes from.
Okay, see, that's stupid.
It is a moment.
Like, if it rips through his shirt, you set up an establishing shot, fine. So, okay. So I'm going to assume that we've got a rocket ship or some kind of crash. It's kind of hard to tell what it is, but it definitely looks like just a creative space vehicle design of some kind. And then, so they're transporting the symbiote. And then this guy, I don't know. He's too young, baby face to me. He just looks like somebody I know, and I don't really buy him as a villain. But obviously, we're making all these snap judgments off of trailers. This is what we do for reactions.
I don't work for him. My firm works for him.
This guy right here. So, how is he gonna? This is super fascinating because Venom is a villain or an anti-hero. So, who is going to be Venom's villain?
The rest of those.
This guy?
The rest of the group that he transforms.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I completely skipped this, but if you notice, there are multiple symbiotes.
Yeah, because he was testing on them.
Right at the beginning. Exactly. Perfect. So this sets up Carnage. Carnage is ready
Let's
to
hope
go.
So. Let's hope so.
I'm ready to see Carnage. And if Venom looks this good, then Carnage is going to look great. Now, here's the thing. I know, Joe, you have a problem with these movies that you like. I want the movie to be all robot fighting if it's robots. You don't want the actors
Well, it's going to be
and the
far-fetched
people.
and something like that, yes. But
So
if it's gonna
how
be like
much of this is going to be all the actors and we barely get to see Venom as Venom? It's just a bunch of bullshit like these people here we don't care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's going to be, I think, the big determining force for me and Joe to enjoy a Venom movie. Because if you're going to do
Tom
Venom...
has to bring it. He's a great actor, but
He
we
is.
shall see.
He is. But even if Tom brings it, you're bringing Venom without Spider-Man. You're bringing Venom without the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe. So say, F all this boring shit. We're going to give you Venom now. You know what I mean? How awesome would it be if we got Venom within the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
That's
Okay.
wishful thinking.
It is wishful thinking.
Very wishful
But
thinking.
that's how
But
you
I
get.
just heard rumors.
But that's
There's
how you get at 8,
rumors
9, 10.
He's not going to be in it a lot.
Who, Venom?
Yeah.
You've already heard those kinds of rumors?
Yes.
Oh, shit. See, and this guy, no. Come on. It's going to be the generic villain of the week. You know, oh, I want the power. I want the symbiotes. It's not going to be interesting. So I can already tell this is probably going to be your run-of-the-mill film, average at best, until Venom shows up on screen. And if those rumors are true, then we have disappointed. We're going to have a little disappointment. But this is, as awkward as it can sometimes look, this is a perfect screen adaptation, of a live-action Venom. They're not trying to hide it. They're not trying to change it. So that, I'd say, is a positive thing.
It's the way that comes out that's weird.
Eddie Brock. And I really do hope that there's some reference to Peter Parker here. I would feel just so awkward if there wasn't. At least a small, tiny drop of a hint to leave that door open for Venom to join the rest of the MCU. How awesome would that be? But I don't think that's the direction they're taking. I think that Sony's trying to keep this separate. Well, we'll see. Maybe what it is they're like, if it's a failure, then they could let it die, you know what I mean? And if it's a success, then they can find a way to integrate it. Money cures all, right?
Of course.
So we have this idea of Venom as a voice in Brock's head.
I do like the voice.
Yeah, and it gives me that. Gosh, I forget the gentleman's name in the Darkness. He's got this really awesome voice. You remember the Darkness video game where I forget who that
Yes.
guy voiced the Darkness, and it gives me those vibes. And I loved that video game, so I'm all positive about this, and I think Brock sort of integrated with the symbiote, and they were more one, but yet referred to them as we. But I think there was a little bit of conflict, and they're kind of showing that here, especially in certain storylines.
Are you willing to sacrifice the one thing you hold most dear?
So I don't know why this girl reminds me of Pepper Potts. She looks exact.
You hold most
Is that gonna be his girlfriend? I don't know. But what we needed to see real quick is that break. Yeah, this one right here. So there are other symbiotes.
Yeah, because this.
Is this the Banshee? No, it's not Banshee. What's the name? Because you remember the crew, his crew in the video game? His crew was Doppelganger, you know, which was that Spider-Man with 6 arms. There was Carnage. There was a female symbiote, which I forgot her name. You don't remember none of this from the comics, Joe? You're not that big on the comics?
No, I wasn't big on
Okay, well,
Spider-Man and them.
okay, there's multiple symbiotes, and that one lady might have one, and we'll see if it changes color. Now, how they're going to explain if they bring in Carnage why he turns red and all this stuff is black, I don't know.
thing you hold most dear. You should be extremely afraid.
So what happens here? What is this? Venom doesn't have telekinesis powers, but if you look here, is this a hint at the villain? Does he have telekinesis? I don't know what's happening here.
You should be extremely afraid.
What the hell are you? We are Venom.
Venom. I wonder how he picks his name. I mean, how elaborate they're gonna go. I am so happy, guys, but depressed at the same time that we're not gonna see Spider-Man go up against this fool, because that is sweet, dude. That is sweet. All right, guys. Sorry, I gushed over this trailer, man. I actually am totally interested.
I wanna see a lot of
Unfortunately.
this.
Unfortunately, as much as I like this trailer, I do think it's probably more what you said. It's like 80% this like generic Lifetime movie crap, or just your average kind of film to below average until we see this guy on screen. And it's a shame because then we'll go Wrath of Khan on it in the sequel, like when they said Superman Returns, and then Bryan Singer's like, oh, I want to go Wrath of Khan on the sequel, and we're like, no, please, just go away. And you'll waste that opportunity, and I think that they should just go balls to the freaking wall.
That's all I asked for, man.
Right, and I
Why not?
don't think that's happened here.
It's because they don't want to get too risky. They have their little formula. And they're like, all right, this is average, or this is okay. Let's just. do this."
At this point in comic book movies, there's a dime a dozen. Some people are already atrophied from them. Why don't we do comics where there are comics that just start, boom, you're in it. We're going. I don't care to set stuff up. You know what I mean? And that would have been interesting to see if they did it in Venom, but they're not going. That doesn't look like what's happening here. So, all right, super positive, but yet kind of already determined what kind of film it will be. Maybe it'll prove us wrong. Okay? Leave your thoughts down below. Do you like Venom's look? And what kind of movie do you think it'll be? And do you think it can survive without integrating itself into the rest of the greater Marvel universe? That's a tough one.
That's tough.
Tough one. Because if they could do, Carnage, if they could do Doppelganger,
You need to do some crossovers.
you have to. You just have to, in our opinion. See you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.